Hey guys, what is up? RedPandaMining here. How you guys all doing? Hope you're all doing really well and have a really great day. In this video, I'm already stressing, but we're gonna attempt a 24 GPU table mining rig. And first off, I'm just gonna say, just a disclaimer, I have absolutely no idea if this is gonna work or not. Okay, so let me just quickly explain what parts I have and my methodology here of trying to get 24 GPUs to work on a THREADRIPPER system, because the CPU has 64 PCIe lanes and the motherboard that I'm utilizing is an ASRock X399 Phantom Gaming motherboard, okay? And apparently there is the ability to have X16, 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 X4, X4, and X4 PCIe. So in theory, what I got going on here, and some of you guys may know what's happening, I have M.2 to the PCIe adapters here, okay? 3 of them, and then I have 3 full X16 slots where I'm gonna be utilizing like all 6 of these multiplier cards, okay? And I got these from AAAwave.com. Let me show you the boxes right here. PCIe 1X to 4 PCIe multiplier hub adapter, and then the other 4 that I'm using is the PCIe 1 to 4 USB multiplier hub adapter. Okay, so the only difference between these and this one, it looks like to me, is that it has this extension piece that plugs into the PCIe slot on the motherboard, and then it just extends further into a hub card here. So my plan is to try and, I don't know, try to have these 4 multiplier cards in the center. So I'll have 4 GPUs back here, 4 on this side, 4 on this side, and 4 on this side. And then these 2 right here, which I'll be able to extend a little bit farther, just to show you what I mean. You know, once I have it in, then the blue cable, like this, is gonna reach out further of this side of the table. So then I'll be able to put another 4 GPUs over here. So I really hope I have enough room to do this. Again, I have no idea if this is gonna work or not. And then I have 32 gigs of RAM combined. I have 4 8GB sticks of DDR4, 266 6 megahertz RAM. I don't think that matters what we're trying to achieve today. And of course, we're going to be using Windows, because some of you guys who have watched my other 19 GPU mining rig build, I would say maybe it was about a year or 2 years ago, I had an issue trying to get 19 GPUs to work in Linux. It wouldn't work because Linux is only able to go up to 16 GPUs apparently, so that's why we got to use Windows. And then finally, we got 6 power supplies, and these are all 1200 watt HP server PSUs, and I'm using the Parallel Miner X11 breakout boards, and then I have 1 Parallel Miner ZSX Amp Edition board. And you can see here, I can control all 6 of them just by hitting this button, because I have the floppy cable pretty much daisy chaining to the next power supply, to the next one, to the next one. And so these power supplies are gonna be all over this table probably, and I don't know, it's gonna be hard for me to just juggle everything on this one desk, but hey, this is gonna be fun. This is the most ambitious project I have ever taken on, and I hope this works. Okay, I hope this works. Anyways, I don't want to blab on anymore. I'm gonna get the CPU installed. This is a 1900X THREADRIPPER CPU, and it's gonna go there. And then thank you to Chancoin for the CPU cooler, the Noctua CPU cooler. this one right here. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much, my friend. And so guys, yeah, I'm gonna get Windows installed, just everything up and running for just the power supply, the motherboard first, and then I wanna see the BIOS settings, okay? So that's one of the biggest things to see if this has 4G decoding, and I'm gonna BIOS update it and all that kind of stuff, and just make sure I disable, like, I don't know, HD audio, all the stuff that I don't need to use. There's an M.2 for Wi-Fi. I'm gonna disable that, and anything else that I think that will help just free up some PCIe lanes, I'm not quite sure. And then, oh, I forgot to show you guys the GPUs. I have 24 or 25 GPUs here. I think one of the 584 gigabyte cards does not work, but let me just do a quick count here. I have 8 RTX 3060s, these are the LHRV2s. Then I have 4 1660 Ti's. I have 3 EVGA P104s, and then I have 5 RTX 3080. These are the non-LHRs, and then I have 4 RX 580 4 gigabyte cards, and then I have 1 1660 Super, Lonely Super. So I think that equals about 24, 25 cards. Yeah, I think one of those 580s doesn't work, but anyways, here are the 24 cards we're gonna test today on this THREADRIPPER build. Okay, so that was the explanation, guys. This video is probably gonna be decently long. I'll make sure to have a timestamp, but I will see you guys at the monitor just to make sure we got the BIOS settings and everything, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And there we go. You guys can see it is on, everything is in. I've already went ahead and installed Windows on a 1 terabyte SSD, just this WD Blue, and I'll give you guys the reasons why I did 1 terabyte later. But anyways, here's the power supply. As you guys can see, the parallel miner one, and this is the network cable plugged in, in case some of you guys are wondering. I only have one graphics card plugged in right now, and this is the GTX 1660 Super. Okay, just so I can install Windows, as this motherboard does not have any display out on the onboard, so we're gonna have to use a graphics card for that. Anyways, the motherboard BIOS, I had a fun time just going through every single BIOS option, and I also had a hard time trying to find where the heck 4G, above 4G decoding was. So it was actually under the boot menu, and it was hidden initially. So it was actually with CSM, alright, it was normally enabled, okay, so it was just like that. And I was scratching my head, and then I did some Googling, and then I found out someone else online was also trying to find the above 4G decoding option as well. So I simply disabled this, and look at that, the above 4G decoding came about, and I just simply enabled it. So that is all well and good. Next thing I did, I went to Advanced, and I went to the AMD PBS, and I also changed everything to PCIe Gen 1, and the PCIe slot configuration to X4 mode, not X16 mode. So that, here's my thought process. It's because of the other, the M.2 slots. So when I put these adapters on, hopefully they will register as PCIe X4. So for the PCIe lanes, I think that equates to that. So hopefully that will transfer over in theory so that I could have 24 GPUs. No idea if this is gonna work. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna just show you that I've already installed Windows, and we're gonna just discard changes and exit because I already have all the BIOS settings changed. And you can see it's booting, and it'll go into Windows pretty fast. This system, this THREADRIPPER system is really fast. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna be probably turning it into just a gaming PC or something. Maybe I can turn this into one of my virtualized servers, or maybe one of my remote Adobe rendering systems. Anyways, let's go. I'm gonna turn it all off now. I already Windows updated everything. I installed all the NVIDIA drivers. I haven't installed any AMD drivers yet because I haven't plugged in an AMD card. And yeah, the 1 terabyte SSD, the reason why I put this is because of the virtual memory in Windows. So I set it to like 250,000 or something in the virtual RAM, in the advanced settings, virtual memory. For those that use Windows for mining, you guys know what I'm talking about. So we'll see if that actually helps or not. Okay. Gonna turn it off, guys, and we're gonna add 4 GPUs. Let's add the 4 1660 Ti's. I'm gonna add these 4 first, along with one of the splitters. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this splitter here onto the X16 slot, the first one, and we'll see how it goes and see if it boots. Okay, so you guys will see the cards on the table in 3, 2, 1. Oh man. Okay, I had a pretty hard time trying to figure out where the GPUs were gonna go, and I put 4 on this side, and the USB from the PCIe risers were just not long enough, okay, to go into the first slot here. So I may move this to other slots down the road, but just to confirm if we can get this actually working with 4 1660 Ti's. Okay, guys, let's turn it on. All right, moment of truth. So here we go. I'm gonna turn on the power supply first. And look at the beautiful GPUrisers.com splitters. Okay, I'm using these splitters here because I'm taking only one 6-pin to an 8-pin and then splitting it off, because these are 1660 Ti's. When I undervolt them, they'll be using between 70 and 85 watts or something. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, now I need to press the power button on the motherboard. And I forgot to do the smell test. Okay, I don't smell any smoke, and looks like we got massive bent pins or bent cooler there. Look at that. That's brutal. Anyways, okay, it came up. That's a good sign. You guys can see how I have the splitter. All right. This is so funny. I'm definitely gonna have a really hard time trying to put the other 20 GPUs on this table. I am not looking forward to it. Okay, we are in Windows. Let me just log in here and we'll see if Device Manager will show all 4. And so if all 4 show up, then that is a good sign. Device Manager, we're gonna go there, and display adapters, and yes, there we go. 4 1660 Ti's. That's a good sign. Okay, let's just try and mine. Okay, let's just, man, this is now that I'm thinking about it, when I add all of the other GPUs, how am I gonna change the overclocks? Ah, okay, I know. I'm gonna have to edit the batch files and just do the manual overclocks and everything for each GPU, because we're gonna have all different GPUs. Okay, all right, I'm getting gray hairs just thinking about it. Okay, I just want to make sure this thing can mine, and so far so good. And we can see, you know, the power consumption, 234 volts at about 2.0708 amps being utilized right now. And yes, there we go, we're getting some hash rate. I haven't set any overclocks or anything like that, okay? Just to let you guys know, I'm not going to do that until I guess we get to the more powerful GPUs. There we go, 25 mega hash on each 1660 Ti. I mean, we're supposed to get 30, but that's because I didn't overclock or undervolt anything yet. Okay guys, that's good. We've confirmed 4 will work. Looks like it's working, no problem. Okay, and I think that's about, if we do the math there, 234 times 2, that's going to be almost 470 watts at the wall for everything here. Okay, obviously not undervolted yet. All right, guys, that's good. Let me turn it off now. We're gonna add the second batch of GPUs, another 4. Okay, so I'm gonna try to add it to one of these M.2 adapters to see if it even works. Okay, so be right back. You guys are probably laughing at me right now, like, Red Panda, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing this? And you know what? I have absolutely no idea. I'm crazy, and I was just curious to know if a Threadripper system can handle 24 GPUs or not in Windows. So, you guys, I put in 4 RTX 3060s. These are the LHR V2s. And I actually put them in the same 1200 watt power supply as the 1660 Ti's, because I feel like we still have enough capacity, power capacity, as when I undervolt these, it's going to be about, I think, 100 to 120 watts. So 70 to 80 watts, you guys can do the math there with these. Should be fine. The next set of GPUs, I will put another power supply and daisy chain it to connect to the other one on this. This is just nuts. Okay, all right, let's turn it on. Enough rambling. Let's see if it turns on. Smell test. Okay, looks good, I think. Did some cable management just to keep my sanity, as yeah, I've only have 8 GPUs on here so far. I still have to put another 16. Okay. Alright, now let's turn on the motherboard. And there it is. I have it on that M.2. So we'll see if Windows will recognize it or not. Okay, will anything come up on the screen? That is the question. Yes! Good sign. Good sign. Now, will Windows see 4 RTX 3060s? I'm doing this in real time, guys. I don't want to cut anything out here because, yeah, I just want to be true in this video. It's going to be very long. Alright, this video is going to be just super long, and yeah, I don't know, I'm saying it a million times, but I'm just stressing out thinking about placing the other GPUs. Okay, so we still have 4 more splitters to utilize on this rig. Okay, it's still thinking. I don't know if it just rebooted or what. It's thinking, that's for sure. Okay, it looks like it reboot. Nope, I think it's going into Windows now. Okay, the GPUs are okay, all the lights are on, so that's on the risers, that's a good sign. Okay, yes, we're good. Alright, let me log in. Okay. Alright, we're back in Windows. Let's go to Device Manager. Oh, yes. Okay, we got video controller VGA, 3 of them. Wait, let's go here. Oh no, there's a 3060. Okay. Okay, so it looks like it'll probably install the other ones here shortly. It just takes time. I bet if I just hit this scan for hardware, it's gonna like refresh and install the drivers. Yeah, okay, yeah. It flickered, so that's a good sign. Oh, there we go. Yep, it's installing the other 3060s here. Okay. That's good. Okay, so once that's done, I want to just try mining, obviously. So I'm gonna wait for it a couple more minutes here. Okay, that took quite a while to add the last one. It took about, I would say, 5 or 6 minutes. So let's see if it mines. Let me close this. Let's go to LOL Miner and downloads. We're gonna go here. All right. Let's see what it does. I'm still not going to add any overclocks or anything. We're just going to run this all full bore and see what happens. Did it find the 3060s? It did, yes. Okay. Oh, I think it's frozen. It's not letting me move the mouse. Okay. Oh, no, there we go. Whoa, that was weird. Okay, it's probably was just building the DAG and it just decided to freeze for a second or something. And okay, so no smoke smell yet. We're running off one 1200 watt power supply for this whole rig. Okay, so let's see here. We are okay. Oh, the screen just flickered like a million times. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Oh, we're back. It says memory error by GPU 7. Check your overclock setting. I don't have any overclock settings. What are you talking about? Oh man. Okay. Interesting. All right. I'm gonna close this, and I think I probably need to do some overclocking, add some overclocks and stuff. So let me figure that out right now for the 3060s and 6060 Ti's. Be right back. Okay, so after about 45 minutes or so, I have been able to fine-tune these GPUs in T-Rex Miner. So I was initially going to use LOL Miner because I am going to put AMD cards on here, but now that I think about it, I'm going to try to put all NVIDIA cards. So in T-Rex Miner here, I had to put all of these batch commands, the, let's see here, the absolute core clock, alright, so the dash lock, C clock, and you can see here, I have 3060s here. I didn't put absolute core clock for the 3060s because it didn't seem to work that well. So instead I did them on PL down here. And then the 1660 Ti's I have at 1050. and then the M clock, the memory clock at 1,000 for them, and then the mem clock for those are about 900, and then the 3060s are at 1,000, and the fan is at 60, and I do have the LHR tune stuck at 68 for those 3060s because those are LHR. Okay, and then there you go. So I can achieve these hash rates for 8 of the GPUs. You guys can see relatively the power consumption, which obviously the 1660 Ti's are a lot more efficient than the 3060s at mining Ethereum. So you guys are wondering, and I'm also wondering, the power consumption at the wall for this whole rig, which is just crazy looking right now. Okay, let's see here. So I'm gonna put in 233 volts times 3.55 amps, 3.55 amps, and so that is 827 watts total, and the software shows 711 watts. Okay, so definitely the THREADRIPPER processor is taking a good, I would say, 100 watts, and the motherboard and everything else. So yeah, 827 watts at the moment for these 8 GPUs. It works, guys, it works. So we've verified the M.2 works on that one. Obviously we have another 2 to verify, plus the other 2 PCIe slots, so we have 16 GPUs more to add. No idea if this is gonna work, guys. Let's keep going, let's keep going. I'm excited, also very nervous. Alright, so I'm gonna shut it all down and do the next 4, which I really have to plan out how I'm gonna do this, because I think my bottleneck here is gonna be the wires, as the length of these cables are not long enough depending on where I'm gonna be putting the GPUs. So I have to methodically think about this, guys. So I'll be right back. I will see you guys with 12 GPUs connected. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, this looks ridiculous. This is just insane. All right, guys, let me explain the third set of GPUs that I just plugged in. So we are using the different multiplier card from AAA Wave. I'm not using this one, but we're using this one with the USB cable. And funny thing, well, I don't know if it's funny, but I had to get a longer blue USB cable here to go to the multiplier card over here to power these RTX 3080s. Okay, no, sorry, not power, but to acknowledge on the motherboard. And I have a dedicated 1200 watt power supply for these 4 3080s. Now that may, I'm cutting it pretty close in terms of the capacity, but I'm okay with that. And you may notice here, if Chum Change or any of those guys, you guys watch this, I'm using Chum Change hangers as a placeholder to keep my GPUs, specifically these 3080s, up. They're just being propped up because of Chum Change hangers. Chum Change, I love you, buddy. Thank you so much. This helped me so much. I had such an issue trying to get the GPUs to stay up, and they were just falling over, and I had such a hard time putting in the PCIe cables from the breakout board here. But anyways, it's looking good, guys. Let me know what you think. This is just crazy. I have another spot here for another 4 GPUs, and yeah, we're gonna use this other multiplier card on that side, and then the other 2, these hubs here, I'm gonna try to put the GPUs over here. Okay, the other 8, so if that makes sense. Anyways, I have the floppy cable to acknowledge that when I turn this on, it's gonna turn on that power supply. So hopefully there's no smoke, guys. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it turned on both breakout boards. That's a good sign. It turned on the 3080s. These are the non-LHR. Looks like they're all there. Okay, there's the multiplier hub, and I do have, there's SATA power that goes into the multiplier hub. I'm not sure if I need that or not, but I plugged it in anyway. Okay, looks like everything else is on. Now we're gonna turn on the motherboard. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I have it plugged into the 3rd PCIe slot. Oh, this is just nuts. I forgot to check if all the gprisers.com risers are up. And yes, they are. ASRock showed up on the screen. That's good. Okay. Oh, I'm sweating, guys. This is intense. This is seriously intense. I hope Windows will recognize 12 graphics cards. Okay, let's log in and let's see if we can see all of the GPUs in Windows. So far, so good, I guess. Oh, I just put in my password. See, it's probably gonna start installing all the drivers for the 3080s. Alright, it looks like after I logged in, it's just a black screen. That's not nice. It's probably doing the driver thing. That's what I'm thinking. Man, I really hope I can get these 12 to work, or these 4. We already know those 8 work, but okay. Well, I'm gonna see what's happening. I'll be right back. I may have to restart this. Okay, so it eventually went in, but it looks like we have the exclamation mark. I don't think it's a code 43. I hope it's not a code 43. It says code 31. Okay, so it says device is not working properly because Windows cannot load the drivers required for the device. So yeah, it looks like a driver thing. I probably have to, I don't know. I think I just have to wait for it, but I'm gonna figure this out. Be right back. Holy crap, it's working. Well, with 12. So let me explain the driver issue that I was having. I basically did a DDU, a display driver uninstaller software. I had to run in safe mode, and then I had to reinstall the NVIDIA driver, and then it finally worked. It definitely took a long time to install the driver, but you guys can see here, look at this. This whole rig is mining at 606 mega hash. Oh my god, and look at the memory temperatures of my 3080s, just horrible. Look at this. This Asus RTX, the Asus TUF and the MSI Trio is at 104 Celsius and 110 Celsius. The thermal pads definitely need to be changed, but the Zotac, Trinity, and the other MSI, actually no, I'm not sure if that's the Ventus or the Trio. Anyways, guys, this is nuts. This is literally insane. And look at the hash rates of all the other cards and the power consumption. Oh, the power consumption. So we are at now 7.35 amps. So let's do the math there. Let me pull up the calculator, and we're gonna put 239 volt times 7.33, and that's, or 35, and that's gonna give us 1,756 watts. We are using that much power right now for these 12. I'm actually shocked that I'm able to get 12 to work right now. I'm actually in awe that this is working. This is a literal octopus style mining rig of wires, and yeah, these 3080s are definitely getting toasty. So I think I have to change the memory pad on the Trio. I know that this one's really bad, and the Asus TUF is really bad. I gotta change the thermal pads on this. I'm super lazy, but I'm gonna do that. Anyways, guys, I guess we're okay. I guess we're good. That was definitely a little shocker there. I think I restarted the machine a bit too early. That's why the driver crashed pretty hard. But look at my batch file for TREXMiner. It's literally insane. So it's gonna get even bigger once I add more GPUs. I just had a thought of doing getting all my RTX 3080s and making like a 24 GPU RTX 3080, or plus my 3090s. Then I can make like a 2.4, 2.6 gigahash mining rig on a single motherboard. That would be insane. Assuming we can make it work. Okay, anyways, I'm just talking out of my head. Alright guys, I'm gonna shut it down now. We've confirmed that we can do 12 so far. Utilizing the, I guess the first 3 PCIe slots with the M.2. So we got 2 more M.2 slots and then 1 full PCIe slot left. Alright, and so we got to utilize these 2 and this expander on that side there, so I can expand it over here, and the other 2 over here. Alright, so guys, I will add another 4. Let's do it over here. I just want to complete this side, and we'll see which cards I'll use in 3, 2, 1. Chump Change, if you're watching this right now, I'm sorry that I'm using your hangers like this, but this literally has saved my life and probably this GPU that was about to fall off the desk. So guys, if you are looking for GPU hangers, they're not meant to be used like this, but they're meant to be used in a shelf type of setting. I'll have a picture here, but please go subscribe to Mr. Chump Change XD and feel free to buy his risers. I'll have a link down below. Anyways guys, just I have no words to say right now. Just looking at this massive amount of GPUs on this table, I'm in awe, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well, looking at this like, Red Panda, what the hell are you doing? And you know what, I have to say, I have no idea. So anyways, I've added the 4 3060s, and then I added another 1200 watt HP server PSU, and this is the X11 breakout board, and then I have the floppy cable, power cable going to the other parallel miner breakout board to just notify once I turn on this, it's gonna turn on all the power supplies together. And then, man, just look at these awesome white GPUrisers.com splitters. I love these. You guys may be wondering, like, Red Panda, is that okay to do splitting on these 3060s? And yes, because I know the power consumption of these 3060s is going to be less than 120 watts. So definitely each of these parallel miner 6-pin to 8-pin is going to handle up to, I think, 300 watts anyway, according to parallel miner. So 110 watts, totally fine to split. Alright guys, anyways, let's turn it on. Enough blobbing. I don't even know. I just have a feeling this is not going to work, but let's turn it on. I gotta turn on this guy first. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and this should turn on. Okay, the GPUs are on. Looks like they got, let me just verify the lights are on. Yeah, we're good. Okay. These are all on. Okay, let's turn on the motherboard. Oh, this just looks insane. You guys are just probably laughing in your chairs right now. Like, Red Panda, this is the craziest build ever. And yes, I still have another 8 more to add on this side. Yeah, I'm just dreading it. Okay, please, something come up on the screen. Please. I don't think anything's coming up on the screen. Nothing. It's a blue light, but I don't see ASRock or anything coming up. The motherboard's on. That's on. Oh. These are not on. Look at this. 2 of these PCIe, the GPU Risers X1 adapters are not on. But it's showing the red LED indicators that it is on. So, okay, I'm gonna swap those out and see what happens. I gotta turn everything off. Be right back. Okay, judging by the long sigh, you guys, I'm defeated. I am defeated, and it's over. It's over. I can only get 13 graphics cards to show up, or to boot anyway, with 13. Let me explain everything that I went through this past couple hours. Literally, I have tried everything in the book, but you guys can let me know down below. Let me start from where we stopped earlier. I thought it was the X1 adapters, and no, it wasn't, because the ones that I was using didn't have the LED on it. I was using older GPU risers, and so yeah, they didn't have the LED, and it didn't make a difference anyway. So you can see the difference there. There's like an LED on the side here. It's probably too small to see on the camera, but there's one right there. And I switched it out, but it didn't matter. It did not boot when I had all 4 of them in, okay? And so it was just the black screen constantly. No matter what I did, I changed some stuff, changed some cables, nothing mattered. It didn't matter. So what I did was then the next step I did was I added 3 of these RTX 3070s. I just received them and I plopped them in. Actually, I turned on one, okay? So I had one in on this adapter. I was thinking maybe this multiplier hub is broken, and so I took that out and I put this instead into the M.2 slot there, and it booted. So it worked with 13 of them, okay? I was able to get 13. Right now, just to show you guys, I do have one, this is the one that goes into a 3060. That works, okay? So 13. And if I do the other 3070, so you guys can see 4 3060s here, and then I have another 3060, that's the one by itself. Okay, and then the 4 3080s and the 4 1660 Ti's. So we got 13 graphics cards to show up. But once I added like 2 of them, okay, so when I added another one of these into here, just as a test, similar test that I did on this side, I added another one when I took that out, it would not boot at all. Nothing on the screen. I even tried to remote desktop from my other computer into here. So I enabled remote desktop, I gave a password and all that stuff, enabled the permissions and all that stuff, tried to ping it from that computer, nothing. So the next thing I did was I went into the BIOS and I changed some PCIe settings. I changed it back to like X16 on the PCIe X16 slots, but that didn't make a difference. Same thing, I was getting the exact same thing. It would just not boot with 14 or 16, okay? I would get the same thing, blank screen, nothing. I triple, quadruple checked every single setting in the BIOS. I disabled the HD audio, I disabled the secondary Ethernet, I just tried to disable more SATA ports, but there was no option to do that. And just anything else I could see, I just disabled it because I thought maybe it would release some PCIe lanes or what have you. So I did that, rebooted, and nothing would come up. Next thing I did, I took this out and I put the other one back in and I tested it with just one. So again, it boots with 13, no problem. Another test that I did, I just plugged in one into the M.2 on this side without one here and none here, and it boots just fine. Also did it on this slot as well, boots just fine. And then I tried having it like one here and another one here, another GPU here, just with a single X1 adapter, and it still would not boot. So no matter what I do, when I add 2 GPUs on any of these extra slots here, it would not boot. But when I just do one, it works, okay? So that's I did everything I could, and we are only getting 13, my friends. This is, oh, hold on, looks like this thing turned off. Power mode, maybe? Power sleep mode? Anyways, yeah, I've been here for the past couple hours just testing everything, and I can only get 13 to work. I mean, I think that's still pretty awesome that on a older Threadripper system, Threadripper motherboard, 1900X CPU, I can get 13 to work. Now, there's one thing I thought of is that, you know, since the CPU is 64 PCIe lanes, I wonder how many PCIe lanes are being utilized on these types of GPUs. And, you know, I was just thinking back with like the mining expert boards or, you know, the 19 GPU slotted boards that need the, you know, mining specific cards, you know, the P104s, P106s, or the boards that need like a combination of AMD and then like 13 NVIDIA or 12 AMD and 7 NVIDIA cards or something like that. And yeah, I wonder if I need to add AMD cards to this build, but you know, this is not a mining specific motherboard. This is just a general, you know, consumer board, but has 3 M.2 slots and 3 X16 PCIe slots. You know, I was just trying to see if we can try to have 24 GPUs. Obviously, that it doesn't work. I can only get up to 13. I guess that's it, guys. Let me know what you guys think and my testing methodology here. If there's anything you guys want me to try, I am thinking of trying a few more things like AMD cards, or I do have 3 P104s, so I'm gonna see if that maybe works in another video. I am extremely tired And yeah, I have been at this all day. This is my wife's gonna kill my wife's already killed me. My phone's been blowing up. I haven't been able to go home. So you guys hit that like button for me. This was something I have never done before, and that was definitely a lot of fun though. I definitely had a lot of fun just building this whole thing on a single table and hoping that I could get 24 GPUs to work. Thank you for watching. I will see you in another video. I'm gonna make more update videos about this, but I would love to know what you guys think down below. If there's anything else you guys want me to try, please let me know. I am willing to try anything. Anything. Not anything, but you know what I mean. I think I've tried most things, but if you guys have any other suggestions, let me know. Okay, my friends, have a good one, and peace out. It's gonna be definitely a nightmare to take this whole thing apart. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it here. That's fine.